What is up, Kings? Welcome to our Round 11 Magic Round Clash. Of course, this is the 2026, there's my blue beautiful headgear man, the 2026 Road to Glory season featuring the Dragons. We're trying to give the Dragons fans some hope after a pretty horrid real-life campaign so far in the NRL, as side quest leads the lads out to hopefully take on this juggernaut of a powerful Penrith outfit. We are sitting 13th on the ladder so far in this simulated season. 3 wins, 6 losses. So more wins than in real life, but we're not doing as well as we want to do. Hopefully we can turn it around here at Magic Round. 5-minute halves. I'm still working out the best difficulty, best games length for these. So I'm playing on Amateur, which is the second easiest difficulty, 5-minute halves. Hopefully we can do something good for the St. George fans today. As I said, very fearful for what the real life result looks like this weekend, but all we can do is try our best in this game now. So in today's video, as well as watching me probably lose this game, sorry Dragons fans, I am going to look at my predicted top 8 for the rest of the season. I'm going to give my tips for round 11, who I think will win and why. And I've got a few comments that I thought were pretty cool that I wanted to read out from the last video we did, being the trial game, the first trial game. Obviously been a few matches in between then and now. I initially was going to play every game of the season, but I thought, you know what, I just want to get it up to date, current sort of real world, one-to-one likeness to where we're at in the simulated season. So yeah, each week I'll release a new one. The round will correspond with the real life round. Hopefully by the end of the year we can give the Dragons fans some hope, and the Mighty Red V will get some glory, even if it's in the simulation. Okay, so we've got the ball, which is a nice start. I have not dropped it yet, although I find, again, if you watch me in my streams, you know I'm not good at this game, so I find it very difficult to... Oh, in the... yeah, and I do that. I play this game freaking enough. I should try and actually get good at it. Hopefully that can be one goal by the end of the year. I'm actually okay at this game. Because I find when I play the scores are often 6-0, 6-all, or 12-6. So not a lot of attacking flair by myself in this. On to Magic Round this weekend. I'm going to be really boring. I think a lot of the favourites get the job done. We've got the Sharkies v the Dogs. I'm kind of conflicted in this one. I thought what the Sharks put up last week against the Rabbitohs. When Latrell Mitchell was out, if there's a time to play the Rabbitohs, it is when the big bad Latrell is not playing. So I was really shocked that they didn't just lose. They got absolutely massacred in that game. So I am leaning towards the Sharks, though I do fear a Doggies bounce back. Spoiler alert for the simulation, the Dogs win that one very convincingly this week. And I wouldn't be surprised if that is replicated in the real world. So I'm going to tip the Sharks, but with no faith or confidence whatsoever. The second Friday night game, if you can put on a ball here, would be nice. Let's just shift it, lads. Shift it left. Shift it. Look. Oh, bro, good D. Look at there, very quick. Dive, brother. Yes. Red V. Take a photo of that one. In the second game, I've got the Bunnies over the Dolphins. Again, largely dependent on if Latrell plays or not. Dolphins have been pretty impressive. When they switch on, they've got so much attacking power or prowess across the park. So I think I'm going to go the Bunnies just. Out of all the teams in the NRL this year, I think the Bunnies have been probably my favourite to watch. And that largely is in part to Latrell and the way he's been playing. So yeah, give me the Bunnies in that one. Tigers v Manly after that, the first Saturday game, through and through Manly Eagles fan. Mate, give me the Eagles. I think what they've been doing under Fosball has been phenomenal. They look a great team. They look really harmonious. Whatever Seabold was telling them to do, it seems like Foz has just said do the exact opposite. And whatever his advice or coaching has been, it's working. I mean, 4 out of 5. The one loss coming against the Panthers and a really gritty, hard-fought 2-point loss. Great shot there. So I think Manly should be too strong. Again, keeping in mind the Tigers have so many injuries, which is a shame because I think both these teams at full strength, it would be a really sort of great run. Who was that? It'd be a really even contest, but just with all the outs the Tigers have, give me the Eagles in that one. Roosters v the Cows. I'm expecting the Roosters to put in a really dominant performance. I think they should be too classy for the Cowboys, though they have shown great touches of form as well. The only criticism I really have about the Cows is that defense can be optional sometimes. But if they switch on and Drinkwater's on at the back and he's giving good guidance and direction, maybe they can pull a miracle or an upset. But, you know, I think the Roosters will be too strong. After that one, we've got the Eels and the Storm. For me, I'm going to back the Storm. I think they found form well and truly last week against the Tigers. That was a bloodbath. They were so clinical in attack. Even when Falonga went off, they didn't really lose any rhythm or lose a beat. They just kept chugging along. So I think that, yeah, I think the Storm will be too classy for a Parramatta Eels team. No, get the ball! Oh, that was a really weak try. Great try, but really soft defense. Don't blame the blue headgear guy. That wasn't his fault. Yeah, I think the Eels are still trying to find out what really works for them and how they're going to best click this season. So give me the Storm. The first Sunday game, probably 2,000 points scored. Oh, he's missed the kick. He has. Okay, we're on here. Newcastle will be the Titans. Newcastle just look incredible at the moment. Equally with South, one of my favourite teams to watch in the campaign this year. Give me the Knights in that one over the Titans. Again, Titans have shown glimpses, but just not for long enough and not consistently enough for me to sort of back them with any confidence. The Wires will be the Broncos. I think the Warriors will be far too strong. What Brisbane put up against a depleted Manly side last weekend. Taking into account Brisbane are very heavily depleted as well at the moment. But, you know, with the superstars they did have, I thought they were really quiet. In particular, I don't want to lay the boot in, but I thought Reece Walsh was really quiet, really poor. Reynolds back this weekend, so maybe that'll improve them, but I think the Wires just go from strength to strength. And my favourite thing about the Warriors this year is, like last year, they lost Metcalf, they lost some players, the wheels fell off the wagon, they just lost their way. But now with the depth they have in their squad, I mean, they've got 4 or 5 halves that realistically could line up each weekend. Maybe not to the same quality as the starting two, but I think they've got some really good depth, which has been an asset for that team so far. And I didn't want to come to this because I'm playing as the Dragons at the moment, but when I look on paper, all jokes aside, Penrith v the Dragons, bro, I think it's going to be... I think they're going to have to call this one off early. I genuinely think, and it's so easy, like, oh, they're going to win 50-0, 50-0. I think they're going to win more than that. I think at the moment, Penrith are looking at probably, if they're switched on and they go for the jugular, they go for the kill, I think the Panthers score 60 easy. I think it's going to be something like 60-6. I'd say. That's so easy to say off the list. 60-6. So I think they'll pump them, which is a shame. You know, Kyle Flanagan finally gets the reins again in this team through injury. I don't think it's going to be a happy homecoming for him. I think Penrith are the best team in the competition, bar none. They've not been at their best throughout the whole year, but they've been dominant enough that they're at the top of the table. And I think they will... Yeah, I don't think it's going to be a great end for the Dragons fan this Magic round. So enjoy every other game, because I think that last one... If I had to realistically pick a prediction for me... Let's go for a 40-20 here. I think the Dragons are probably going to score 1 or 2. Let's say Dragons finish on 10. Oh, 40-20, please, sir. Please, brother. We've done it. I think, let's say Penrith... Let's say Penrith 62, Dragons 10. I think it's going to be something like that. Let me know in the comments if I'm really wrong, which I'm sure you all will definitely do anyway. Let's go for a scoot cookie. Beat sprinting champion. Oh, you've dropped it. You pelican. So those are my tips for this weekend. I'll quickly, as I'm running out of time, because I really love to talk and rabble on. As I'm talking to no one, which is surprising, I just keep talking like a motor mouth. Oh, I've done it! That's not a try, that's a miracle! Cookie goes over. Side quest will bang this over from right in front. And this lead is looking very healthy with 30 minutes to go. Dragons 12, Penrith 4. My top 8 for the end of the year, and I'm going to rattle these off quickly because I've got some comments I really want to get through. Penrith will be there, the Warriors will be there, the Roosters will be there, Souths will be there. Top 4's locked in. Give me, for my bottom 4 of the 8, give me the Broncos. I think they'll make a run. Give me Manly. Hopefully. I hope they can maintain this form. That's 6 out of 8. Give me the Tigers. I think if they get back to full strength, I'll be there. Oh, I've missed some teams, haven't I? I've missed some teams. Oh, give me... You know what? I'll say the Dogs miss it. Give me Cronulla. I think Cronulla will be there. So, unlucky to miss out. Cowboys, Dolphins, Raiders, Dogs. I think they're probably the 4 that can be unlucky to miss out. Melbourne, watch them go on a run and win a million in a row. But I think for the moment, that's my top 8. Would be very interested to hear yours in the comments if you agree or disagree. Why? I did say before a ball was kicked this year, I had the Roosters winning. So they're looking okay at the moment, sitting in that sort of top 4 area. Alright, I do want to bust out as my defenders do nothing. Watch me get scored on here. Let me get back to these comments.
That's a clever
if people take the time to write, the least I can do is answer them all. Shout out King G 145. He says the Dragons Juniors are good. He names them. Oh no, King G, I've looked away and they've broken downfield. Get Cleary, boys. Burton, the Papali'i brothers, as well as Saifidi Jr. and more, but our juniors are good. We need to invest in them. I think that's a great point, bro, especially with Pacifico Tonga. I think that's his name. Apologies if I mispronounced that or misremembered it. I think he was airing some grievances about not getting game time. And look at this weekend. Dean Young has put him in the starting prop rotation. So it looks like they're doing that, bro. It looks like they're starting to sort of recognise the junior talent they have. Maybe with Cookie going, who knows what Gutho's going to do. Some of those elder players moving on. Hopefully that opens up the pathways for those junior players to be really nurtured and developed and get that sort of game time that realistically there's no harm in putting him in this year. I don't think the Dragons, I think everyone can see them probably, well, they're definitely not going to make the 8, so there's no harm in blooding those guys now. Jay Weatherly 8140, thank you brother for the kind words. Fire. Mate, we are breathing fire as the Dragons in this game. We're going to walk away from Magic Round with the 2 points unless I butcher this somehow. King G again with a second comment, which is awesome. He says, the problem with the Dragons this season, as a Red V fan, they don't pass the ball and always do this one-off play. The defense isn't good around the outside edges, and the players can't tackle, like, and he names Setu too. Fair, bro. I think defensive. I think both. I think defense and attack. There is a lot of work that needs to be done. Mentioned Gutho and Val Holmes looking a bit slower. I think they've been great servants of the game, but old age catches up with everyone, doesn't it? Injuries, etc. So I think it just kind of hinted then that those are probably 2 players that we're looking at moving on. Good boy says I look better than my digitalized or simulated version. Go, brother. I've got the ball right now. Thank you, mate. Appreciate the kind words. And someone asking what difficulty I'm playing on. Playing on the second easiest, which I believe is amateur. I think rookie is the worst. Again, I go week by week. If I win too easily, I'll up the difficulty. If I get pumped, I'll lower it. And same with the lengths of the halves. I think 5 minutes and a half is pretty good. It allows me to ramble on for a good 10-15 minutes. And hopefully have enough gameplay that at least keeps this a bit interesting. Mate, we're going to walk away from Magic Round with the 2 points. I'm very proud of that fact. If you watch this video and you like it, please feel free to sub to the channel. Also post on TikTok, Instagram, stream on Twitch, Kick, YouTube. I nearly scored there. And TikTok. Feel free to follow along. It's been a great journey, got a great community. If you do want to ask any questions, have any comments, I will read them out in each week's release of the video. So feel free to comment on this video, and I will read your comments in full. Go for the corner, brother! No. Next video that releases, which will be round 12. You know what? That's okay. Keep them pinned in their end. Unless, yeah, they're not going to. They can't do anything. They can't do anything, boys. We've got them, and we steal it. Dive. That would have been good. And the Red V have conquered the beast. Paying $1.03 the Panthers. I think the Dragons are paying about $10,000 to get the victory. We have beaten the Penrith Juggernaut at Suncorp Stadium. Very happy about that. We've got our campaign back underway. I'm going to love you and leave you. As always, full credit to the boys. This has been the 2026 Rugby League Road to Glory season with the St. George Illawarra Dragons. Check out this video, the next to come. It's lots of fun. Have a great week. Enjoy the Magic Round Rugby League action. And I'll catch you Kings next time.